Are you the gawa?
No.
Are you the gawa?
Huh?
What?
If that's in my head.
No.
Opa.
Dumelang, and welcome to another episode of A Lovely Snack with Dr. Lovelee. Welcome to my home. I'm with my sisters today. We're going to be just talking this and that. I actually don't even know what we're going to be talking about because this is a bit of an ambush episode. I ambushed them, and the real ambusher is the person behind the camera, and you will see why in the next few minutes. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for always watching. Don't forget to tell others to watch also, and to like and subscribe and spread the word. When you're on Instagram is Dr_Lovelee. On YouTube is Dr. Lovelee. On live on X is Dr_Lovelee. Also on Facebook, Dr_Lovelee. Let's go, ladies.
Hello everybody, my name is Tsebo. I'm Dr. Lovelee's younger sister.
Dr. Tsebo.
Dr. Tsebo. But I want to be referred to as a sister today.
Hi guys.
Oh my gosh. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, I'm Thuto.
Chef Tootie. Fruity.
Yes.
Fruity cakes, what?
Fruity cakes. The one who does all the cakes in the family. I'm also a younger sister to Dr. Lovelee.
Oh my gosh, I love the center. Okay, so as per tradition, there's some food here because it's a real ambush, guys. Ahona dijo. The food you see here is whatever's in my house because I've got visitors. Because y'all know I don't eat this. The chocolate, the Mary biscuit. Can you listen and not judge? And then we're having something to sip because my sisters do enjoy the bubbles.
We enjoy any form of alcoholic drink very much. Maybe gin, whiskey, whatever, wine.
How about we? They don't include me because in Nasha I'm a reluctant drinker. I pass out with the quickness if I drink too much. So I'm also like, it's not healthy though. So apart from the food here, other things we'll be snacking on is some questions in this bowl here that I have never seen. They haven't seen because I was ambushing them, saying for at my house, come let me do my podcast since you're here. And then I called the person who records and he came with things. So we're gonna be putting like a secret what out of this thing and then reading the card and then taking it from there. So here is to a fun-filled session with my sissies.
Cheers.
What is your go-to comfort food when you need a pick-me-up? Anything meat. Guys. What is your go-to comfort food?
It is, you're right. It is.
See? Such a way now on the plate. There must be meat on the plate, otherwise it's not comforting her. Are you particular about what meat?
No, I'm not particular. Any form of meat, as long as it tastes good. From lamb to pork to chicken to fish, it doesn't matter what.
Yeah, because when we were younger, Tsebo used to wake up in the middle of the night and go finish the meat in the pot. There will be other food there, but she would just eat the meat, which is why I knew the meat is what comforts her. Because the right back to sleep. When my sister on the right.
KFC dunked wings.
OMG.
Yo, guys. Hits the spot. It heals. KFC dunked wings heal.
Okay, I guess you're gonna have to get that company to come and sponsor the podcast because wow. Okay. What is my comfort food? I think I have to think about this, ne? Mara, like the food we grew up eating. So like bohobeka, you know, had body, I don't know, bohobeka, something, yeah, you know, that makes me feel like, oh my
so
gosh.
basically, bohobe.
Bohobeka something. The minute I do this, conflicting, yo, it's like, oh my gosh. So like things related to bohobeka also like motepa mabele with butter or cream. Like it just has that wholesomeness. That makes you feel like, remember home, remember maholo, remember mama. Yeah.
Okay, do I ask now?
Yes, you ask now.
How do you handle conflict or disagreements with the people you love?
Okay, I must drink first. And delegate the question to be answered by Thuto first. She's the youngest, we'll go youngest next me.
How do you handle conflict, my sister, or disagreements with the people you love?
I don't think there's much of handling. Like,
I'm glad somebody else said it.
I think we argue, fight, and then we move on. Tomorrow we wake up.
We just agree to disagree.
Hey.
We agree to disagree.
Yeah, like I think we just leave it at that. We don't take it further on some, no, let's sit down and discuss. Hey, 1, 2, no. Like, Mama said what, it's fine. They said it, it's fine, we move on.
What's your take on that?
I think on my side, I just let, often, like we've had disagreements, I just let your opinions be, and then we leave it at that. You know, I sort of like agree to disagree. I still state, or no, I don't agree with this. This is my standpoint, and then that's your standpoint. Then we leave it at that. We actually don't even solve anything.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Without itemized billing. Recently, when you and I had a disagreement of what the point was, like we didn't agree on something, it wasn't like a solve for X type of thing, but there was an element of, actually, I see where you're coming from, and thank you for bringing this perspective to it.
Oh, okay.
You don't agree with that? Like, it did happen that way.
Yes.
I didn't think of it this way, and now that you're saying it this way, it makes sense, and whatever. But there is a lot of, yeah, you feel that way, but you're still my sister and I love you. We can coexist. Yeah.
And we coexist very well.
People like, Tuti said that we just say what you're saying. People shout.
Oh yeah, they're shouting like, let's get exchanged with no shout, there's Mara.
I don't
the
do
next
that.
time we meet.
No, but I think the shouting is toned down,
and
guys.
also,
I think it has, as we grow. I think as we grow
now.
The shouting used to be more when we were younger. I must admit I'm one of the couples. But I think age has humbled me.
That is
Age
that is
has calmed me down a lot, and it's not everything that needs you to shout about anymore. You know, to take a point across. I found other ways to take a point across that is much better. You know, like
true.
drink wine, for example.
Before I had energy to shout, I'm a mother now. I don't have energy. She steals all my energy, so there's really no time. There's no energy for all of that drama.
Food.
Oh, amen.
What's a goal you have that you haven't shared with anyone yet?
Yeah, I always have the last word. Go.
A goal.
Yo, I'm put on the spot there. I haven't thought of anything because I share everything, guys.
She does.
I can't think of anything that I haven't shared with anybody because I talk.
She does.
Yeah, so honestly, I don't have a secret. I don't have a secret goal. That is honest. That is just the truth, honestly. that I haven't shared with anyone. My goal of being size 32, anyone knows that.
Okay, this love comes from an inside joke that's been ongoing.
My goal of not having any more kids, everyone knows about that.
Is that a goal or just you've ended
It's a goal.
Your reproductive journey?
But it's a goal. It's an achievement.
But we know there's no more kids coming.
That's what I'm saying. It is a goal.
Okay. To not have any more kids. There we go.
Even if
Onali goals that you're gonna reveal to us here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a secret. I guess, but it's just something that's it will come. It's like in the pipeline. So I want to open a school, like a preschool type of vibes. And then I have my cooking studio also in the same. You know, my kids for the preschool must also have their lessons. Yeah,
I see that.
It's
It's all coming in together nicely.
It is.
If you know, you know. Those who are doing sponsors, you know, I want to open a school soon. Must put me.
It's out there in the universe. It shall come to pass. Here. I do have a goal that I haven't shared. That is big. That I do not want to share as yet. It shall be a big reveal. But I have a goal, Nyana, for this year. I have a goal for this year that it must happen. And this goal was made 2 weeks ago. It's a big goal. It's a big goal because I used to have a six-pack, guys. My daughter showed me a picture of me standing next to her.
So your goal is to have 6
and it's not long ago. I think it's probably like 3 years ago when I didn't look at the date of the picture. My six-pack is gone. So it's coming back and it takes 9 months. By the end of this year, king. No, I cannot about alcohol. I cannot talk about alcohol, but it's not like it. So end of this year, guys, if it's a six-pack, I get willing to ring because it must come back. I want to post that picture in my stories because I was like, that's a six-pack right there. I said, like, it's literally a couple of years ago. Because Fenny was a mutual.
I must say that seems like an impossible goal to achieve, but let's hope that she achieves it.
With sisters like mine who needs enemies, my enemies are attacking me. In front of the camera. What is your guilty pleasure song that you can't help but dance to? Homeboy! I have many guilty pleasure songs. I have many. Like I love music. Somebody posted me do la do ti on the status this morning, and literally I was there watching the status, tapping my foot. I love music, so I have a lot of songs that I tend to dance to. But maybe a song that people cannot see me dancing to is what again? You know, Beyonce. Is it Dance For You? Is it the quote called Dance For You? Yes. I actually did a burlesque, like, but if you I don't want to say strip club type of dance, but like, but if you chair lap dance type of thing. Yes. I did classes because I wanted to know how to dance the song the way they do it in that video. And every time it comes on, and I'm between people during the video, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I wish I could show them, but I can't. Did you know that about me?
No.
Do you see that about me though? Do you see
I see it,
yeah,
but
cool.
I don't know. You know?
So your nightly red light special, yeah, TLC, we did that song and another one, yeah, Ciara. The name of the song's not coming to me, but yeah. So yeah, so give me them fishnet stockings and see what I can do. And some Perspex heels.
Yo, I can't even think of one, eh? I'm trying to
I think it's because we actually love music and we don't
I think whatever goes on, if we're vibing,
we just go.
You know? I don't think I
We
have.
grew up in a very musical house, so koshaki mino ke koshaki
We used to have dance parties at 3 a.m.
koshaki mino lobina once.
Yeah, I don't think I have one. No, I don't have one.
Yeah. Yo, okay. What is one life lesson you learned the hard way?
Oh my gosh.
One life lesson you learned the hard way.
Even the person asking the question can start.
I still want to take a breath. I don't want to take my breath first. And
Is it a follow-on question?
no, it's only this one.
Mm-hmm.
One life lesson that I learned the hard way. Yo, you know what? You know why this is so hard? Because I've had so many hard lessons. I've had so many life lessons that I've learned the hard way, and they are very embarrassing. So,
But you sit there thinking they're embarrassing. It might just help somebody feel like, okay, I'm not alone in this embarrassment.
yo,
And it just makes you more human.
and it makes me.
More human. Like, it just makes us all like, oh my gosh, I'm a human being going through a human experience because we're all experiencing the similar things. It's not embarrassing as such. It feels embarrassing to you, but it's like, I've been through that. But go on, tell us.
I'm trying to think of the least embarrassing one. To mention. I don't know which one to put, eh?
Maybe Tsebo, she's the youngest between us. She doesn't have many embarrassing lessons.
Yeah, because she hasn't lived there for that long.
10 years.
Yes, I'm not that far away from you guys. I know.
10 years.
10 years, 7 years.
Oh.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of years.
That's a whole life.
I don't know. I don't know. Can I even life lesson?
It's the hardest. What's the one life lesson you learned the hard way?
I'm not sure if it's the hard way per se, but like, don't judge other people's parenting. Like, people should parent how they feel they should. Ne? When you're on the outside, don't judge. Like, because you don't know. Like, you might know, but you don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense.
It makes sense.
Like, you may see what's happening, but you don't really know. Or like under, you know. Yes, I did a lot of judging. I won't lie. Ne?
She did.
I did a lot of judging.
Yes.
Some open, some closed, behind doors, some up front. And then I had my baby, and I'm like, hey, I'm telling you, don't judge.
She was looking and judging.
I was looking and judging until mine showed me, hey, you are judging for what? I'm still coming. I mean, she's only 3, but I can see where she's going. Yeah. You don't know this. Or, hey, you were judging prematurely.
Okay,
Like, don't judge.
Or should I ask
Give
you?
constructive criticism or your advice, but don't judge. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Okay, for me, the life lesson that I think I want to mention is, hey, them jolo lesson.
Guys, Dr. Go Wisha come
Ooh, the
Dr.
doctor.
Go Wisha Jololand. I want to module.
Every other year,
Them jolo lesson.
There is no med school module of Jolo. We don't know what we're
That's-
doing.
We must learn to screen people, guys, before jumping to commit. Yo, yeah, ne? So the one lesson was, don't just take a person's word and I love you and all of that, and then when you just jump and quickly, give the person a child or whatever. Hey, take time, take time to know the person, even if it's 5 years, 6 years.
There's no
Take
rush.
time.
I had my
There's no
first
rush.
shot at 31.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
Doesn't
there's
have to
no
be in your
rush.
20s. There's no rush.
I think that's the one. If I was to relive my life again, I would take my time to know a person first before I rush to give the person kids. Hey, otherwise,
You live to tell.
Hey,
The tale.
hey, 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 hey. Hey. Yo.
No. Life really is a classroom. There's lots of lessons. But maybe I want to talk about the one I'm still currently in it and finding out more. And it has to do with money. Like the way my relationship with money and what I had to learn about it, I learned the hard way because it was from what I perceived what money was and meant to be and meant to do growing up, and then continued with those beliefs into a very long-term relationship, and then coming out of it and having to be like, you know what, actually unlearn all those things that you've seen, because now you need to actually properly learn. Like, I feel like in my life, going again, of all the things I've gone through, the hardest lesson had to do with money. Because it wasn't, I felt like there wasn't any intention. I didn't have any intentions for money. It was just, okay, like I'm doing things. My intentions for money were futuristic. Were like, because the plan is at this time, you must be here. The mama, wow.
So you were spontaneous.
No, not like, I don't know myself, but I was impulsive and wasteful. Because I've done a lot with money that is tangible, that I can see. That, you know, that there's good,
but you feel like
there's things I've done. I could have done more had I been more discerning, had I been more intentional, and had I been more authentic and in doing what I wanted, and not just trusting that what I saw growing up with regards to money and money beliefs and money habits, and then doing life for somebody and trusting that part of my life to them, because their vision was, this is what we must do with money, or money must be like this and money will come later, or whatever. Yeah. So it's just one thing that it's one that is the hardest, because there's a lot of things I've learned about myself, about life, but this is the one that was the hardest, because it's the one where I sometimes sit and think, so because there's the one thing where I feel like there is literally no other place. Learned many things, have accepted the lesson, have praised myself for how I handle the things and all those things. But here, I don't even want to say what it's regret. It's just the reflections often have that tone of, okay, was it Tsebo? You good? And then I'm just in the classroom about that.
Can you recall a time when you felt especially supported by me, and how did that impact you?
Many times. Thuto practically helped me raise my kids intermittently. I can't even say a time. Many times. And like, there really isn't. If I start mentioning things, I'm going to leave out many things. But that is the one thing where if you wake up in the night and say, like, you know, she's just been there as my deputy parent many times. And I'll never take it for granted. I'll never not be grateful for it.
I think also with me, but obviously not to the extent.
Yeah, because she was living in my house.
She was living in your house, but you practically helped us. I mean, you know, with the kids. You still do.
Although I'm in your bubble. If you want to, you will.
The only thing is, you just need to give us the secrets tell us the secrets that the kids are telling you.
Oh, guys,
how is it that you know Papano's date for matric dance, for the upcoming matric dance, but
because
I
push.
Anyway.
But there's some things, these teenagers are hard to break through.
But yeah.
No, I don't want to know the secrets. I'm glad that they have a place where they can go for other things.
Other things, yeah.
And I respect that, because I know and trust.
I want to know because
if it's a thing, no, you know you're nosy. I don't want to be nosy and break trust. Because should there be a moment where they come
But
to
she tells
you,
me that I'm not gonna go back to them.
because I don't want there to be a time where the kids come to you for something that's life and death and need help to come to me, and then they feel like they can't come to you because
of
I've come for nonsense that my date is not right. So I just know that it's a safe space, and it will never be a point where because if it's something like that, you'll be like, hey, I don't kill the child, but here's a problem.
Just to add, if I can handle it, I'll handle it. If I can't, that's when
Exactly.
I will tell the parents. I'm not that aunt who just, you know.
Well, can you tell a time when you have felt supported by me?
Well, guys, all my siblings have come through for me in their own big way. You know, obviously not everyone will do the same thing, but all of them have done something for me, you know.
I've done the most. I've changed your nappies.
She was the oldest. I don't think the others would have done it properly.
Hey, I also changed your nappies.
No.
Once or twice.
Yeah, but like, you know, like just things just happened, you know, like how jiggy, I'm just here, you know, taking kids to school, how next thing I'm pregnant, and things changed, yo. They came through, paid my hospital bills, the goloi, bona. Guys, listen, no matter what, we can go through as siblings, but I can tell you what, now my siblings, number one. Everything. I think there's never been a time where I've called them and said, oh, I need this, and they said no. You know? And they've never said, I want next week. It's always within 30 minutes, things happen. You know? Things happen. And you know they're busy. You doctor. How would you lawyer? Yeah? I wanna this spare time. I don't have phone now. They answer.
I'll drink to that.
Yay. Cheers.
When have you felt supported by me?
Yo, guys, I almost failed second year university. I was called for supplementary exam for physiology. I almost said physiotherapy. Anyway. Yeah, it's the bubbly talking, guys. Physiology, I was called for supplementary. I went home. I remember I went home. When I got home, I found Strato there. She ran a hot bath for me. We were always conscious about how much water to fill in the bath, but that time she felt like the whole, like 3/4. She said, just soak yourself into this bath and think deeply, calm down, take a deep breath in. When you get out of this bath, you must go study. Go back to school and study. Because now you would have come down, you're not nervous anymore, you'll think clearly. And I did exactly that. I went and I studied, I passed. And then from third year, she made sure every time I get notes now. Because she was worried, how is my method of studying or making notes or whatever. So I've been using her notes from third year all the way to final year. That really helped me a lot.
I was also there in the delivery room when you gave birth to your first child.
Yes.
We just delirious
You also
you forgot.
And me, I was also there. Maybe I was outside. I was inside, but I was there.
Well, that's not your moment of support, but I was just so happy to be there to witness my niece.
No, sorry, did I not drive with you that night?
I think you drove with me, yeah.
Yes, our brother drove and we were not sure we'd actually arrive, but he drove us to the hospital.
It's my turn.
Yeah, but
these questions are a lot.
What is one tradition or habit we share that you believe strengthens our bond as sisters? One tradition or habit we share that you believe strengthens our bond as sisters?
I think it's a recent one. It's not just even as sisters. We do it as a family. We don't have something that we do alone, together, just the three of us. Although we were going to launch it this Sunday, but the weather is not agreeing. As of the
Enemies
Sunday,
of progress.
we were going to go away, go hike, the three of us. But the weather in this part of the world is saying no. And unfortunately, or fortunately, or whatever, my sister and I here are over 40, so the cold and arthritis don't mix. So we're not gonna risk it. Cold. If you're cold for too long, you feel the cold in your hips. It will hit you in the bums. So no. So we want to do the hiking thing and make it regular. Maybe I could say it's the also like health and fitness, because then like I started with you last year.
Yes. And now Thuto's joined.
So it's like also like our little, I got my sister's backs kind of a thing, and we coach each other, we remind each other of our goals and things like that. I remind everybody of their goals, and now they can remind me how to make something myself a six pack.
What does sisterhood mean to you, and how has our relationship shaped your understanding of it?
I shouldn't have asked these questions before we started drinking. Like, now you must think. Okay, you answer first. You're the answer, the asker of the question.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I'm still thinking. I'm always answering first. That's not fair.
But I think this question for me was answered by what you said. When somebody calls, we are there.
Yes.
When somebody calls, we are there. Whether it's physically, monetary, time-wise, it's answering the message in between patients. It's sending whatever needs to be sent. It's calling the other siblings.
I don't think
there's
never been a time where I've called either of you and you haven't answered.
Yes.
Even if it was to say, I'm with a patient, I'm gonna call you now. You know, you never let it just ring. You answer.
How do you feel our upbringing has impacted our relationship as sisters? Thuto was a favorite, so I always felt like I was not the favorite.
I was the favorite child.
She was a typical last born.
You know, I was that, like a last born. I was. But I also think it's because my dad was also last born. So we had a understanding on some level. You last born, although you are the dad, but Naluena.
So I'm the firstborn daughter. So that on my shoulder I was deputy parent. So not to a certain degree, I had a little bit of resentment for not having a childhood like my sisters did. Because I felt like I had to be the one who was always strong, always doing correct, never allowed to make mistakes, because the minute you do something that does not look like what your parents want it to look like, it was like, what are you going to do with your siblings if you behave like this? That kind of a thing. Your siblings must learn from you what to do. So I feel like I wasn't given the opportunity to just be a child. And because of that, I did intermittently become resentful. And so I'm like, behavior like this. Meanwhile, I sacrificed my childhood literally to be the deputy parent, to not be a child, so that you guys can learn how to be when you grow up from me, But as time goes and I got mature, I didn't use that to segregate myself from my siblings. I just understood how the two can coexist. It happened that way. My parents raised me that way. They only did their best with whatever tools they had. And they just found a situation like that. It's not your fault that I was made to mother you guys. And then I accepted what had happened, but I still love my sisters. So I didn't let it take away from the sisterhood.
I kind of sense that you did have some form of resentment, as you had more responsibilities on your shoulders. But I was also going through my own issues as the middle child.
Middle child. It's real, guys. It's real.
Guys, as the middle child, I felt like, okay, Thuto, they won't send her because she's young, okay? Strato, they won't send her because she's got more responsibilities, like cleaning or cooking or whatever. So I was the one that was always sent around. You know what I mean? So I was kind of like tired of that. So, but at some point it worked for me because I ended up lying and saying Yabuifa, so that they don't send me around as often.
You were lying,
especially at night. Yes. So when they were sending me at night, Yeah, I hope Mama doesn't listen to this.
I'm not saying this
When
part.
they-
Just this part.
When they were sending me at night, I would say, I need somebody to accompany me.
And guess who
I
that
can't
was?
go alone.
Guess who that was?
Because I felt that no, I can't keep on being the one standing all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't feel, I didn't sense any of the resentment she was feeling.
Yeah, because 10 years
Like,
later.
I was just, yeah, like you could actually just say, Uri, I'm her firstborn.
Absolutely.
Because I was just, yeah, no, that resentment, it's very new to me. And I mean, for me, it's not valid. Because life was just normal for me.
Wow.
Who is most likely to cry during a movie? I also cry during movies.
No, it's not that deep, guys.
This one. Who's most likely to host the family gathering?
Yeah, that I enjoyed.
Because honestly, I don't want people in my house.
She doesn't mind the chaos.
She doesn't like the chaos. I hate the chaos. She's lazy to
That's
clean up.
definitely me.
Oh yeah, the day I have my own place and no one is coming
She's
to my
lazy to clean
house.
up.
Because wow.
And we'll be there by force.
By force.
Yo, this one is interesting. Who is most likely to always be late?
No ways.
I'm punctual. I'm one of the most punctual people.
No ways.
Yeah, because
very
I've
punctual.
always had to leave last time to for the kids. Don't leave them behind.
If I'm late,
No,
so
I'm
I'm
very
picking
punctual.
everyone up. Or the teenagers, I'm picking them up. If I'm,
Who is most likely to forget their own birthday?
I don't think anyone.
No, none of us.
Until recently, were you not like just nonchalant about it?
Yeah, from 40, I think I got excited about
Until
my birthday
recently.
From 40, yeah.
Until recently, which is 3 years ago. 40 was like
Yeah.
was 2 years
Before
ago.
40 years, I was most likely to forget about birthday.
Yeah.
I wasn't really big on birthdays. True, she's right.
This one is obvious. Who is most likely to spend all their money on shopping?
Guys, okay, we listen, we don't judge. I already said I've got many lessons to learn. Which is why when the money comes, we put away
If I don't
other
have
money.
an outfit, I know where to shop. Wardrobe.
My wardrobe.
Wardrobe.
Yeah, I have given people, friends.
Friends, you know that
family.
you will need to lose weight first before.
No,
My
she
sister,
was
I've lost the weight already.
Oh,
One of my dresses recently. I am born now.
I am the person. I
am on the way.
People have weddings, they come to my wardrobe. People have whatever, they come to my wardrobe. Isn't it nice?
The last one.
Oh, it's awesome.
This is obvious. Who is most likely to write a bestseller? I'm not about books, guys. I've been traumatized enough in med school. I'm okay, alright?
When I
I'm
was
proudly
not high school.
I'm not about
so
books.
dead. I'm so dead. Yeah, guys, I raised my hand because I know I'm the one who writes. And yeah, you know why? Mama used to ask me, make me, help her mark her English class. Well, Mama used to teach English. So I used to help her mark the scripts and things like that.
We hardly noticed that because we were busy playing.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the way I grew up. I don't even know why I don't drink more than these two. I need medication in my life. So this has been fun.
Very fun.
Very fun.
Thank you so much for staying on a cold Friday evening to do this with me. With our lacking snacks. The biscuit and a lady were preserved. We biscuits. So she will find her biscuits when she comes back. But I enjoyed that we discovered little bits about each other. Whereas in normal conversations it wouldn't have come up, right? But what I would like to know lastly is, generally there's this narrative for women catfight, don't get along, they're always fighting. We had 3 sisters. So basically, the men in our household were always outnumbered. How do you guys contribute, or what do you guys feel like you do to make sure we don't end up on the other end of that narrative where we prove it right? How do we navigate life to get along and just basically do life together in a wholesome manner?
I think the most important thing that I've noticed about us is we don't compare ourselves. You know, comparison and competition and all of that is what causes fights most of the time, you know. So we do our own journeys in life in our own different ways and at our own paces, and we appreciate each other wherever we are in life. You know what I mean? There's never that comparison. Like there's never between the three of us, there is never, and there has never been. You know, so I think maybe that's the strength that we have.
Yeah, I think
that keeps the peace.
In adulthood, there hasn't been competition. Obviously, it was like childish thing. Yeah, mama likes you more, or papa likes you more, whatever. But I think growing up, childishly like that. But I think as adults, we generally celebrate and support each other. You know, we meet each other wherever we are, and like Thuto was saying, you look, you don't judge, you give your opinion, you give advice, you offer help, and then you keep it going. And the understanding is that we have each other, and we don't know for how long. You know what I'm saying? So, and it does also play to the thing of why stress our mother about banana unnecessarily. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of community amongst us and consideration of the other person and our parents and things like that. But it's just genuine that thing of we are all here doing life together, and there's no need to compete. We all just hold each other up. I don't know how you feel about that.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, we all have our strengths. I mean, I'm the one who helps where I can, every chance I get, you know. I mean, the people who are looking in from the outside will say, why are you always doing this? I don't care about your opinion. This is how I show love, you know. If one of my sisters says, Ish, can you please, Kopano has this, Sifeni has this, Liru has this, Bakamoso, Rifumo, Khanya, you know, I jump, popularity, I jump, you know. I think in every of my siblings, I've entered, you know, in a way, you know. I've fetched Mamang from boarding school, I've taken Mamang to piano, Mamang had netball, Mamang had soccer.
But it's all love.
It's all love. That's how I show love. It may be like a chore to others, but that's their family dynamics. That's not ours. You know, like it's not a burden. It's, you know.
I think just that whole letting each other be and do our best.
Exactly.
You know? But yeah, I love you guys.
I love you too.
Yes, so that brings us to the end of this episode. And in case you've forgotten, please don't forget to watch, like, share, subscribe. Dr. Lovelee on live on YouTube, Dr._Lovelee on X, Instagram, and Facebook. Until the next episode, stay lovely.
Yeah.
Don't forget to follow Dr. Tsebo and Fruity Cake.
Order your cakes, guys. Order your cakes.
Follow my content. Just follow my content.
How you ambushed? So you're ambushing me on my own podcast, but I ambushed you to be on my podcast. Hey! How the tables turned. Karma was served to me tonight. But yeah, all love and all things lovely.
Yeah. Cheers.